And today, usually, for those of you, who practice on a regular basis, it's usually just a standing practice. But I'm going to start seated in a chair. And if you could use maybe a like a kitchen chair or a chair that you're able to find a nice tall spine, you could sit in a in a more comfy chair. But as long as you're able to find that nice tall spine that will allow you to to feel like a good conduit for energy. And it's just such an honor to be with you this morning. So thank you so much for joining in for our practice. And so we're going to begin seated. Coming into a seat and trying to find again this nice tall spine. You can kind of take your hands and move some of the fleshy bits from your seat and sort of wiggle into it a little bit as well. And then placing your feet on the ground. I do love my little slippers, but I feel like I need to just feel the ground with my feet. Placing your feet on the ground, let your feet move a little, sort of rock from the ball of your foot to your heel on the ground. And you can lift your heel and then lift the ball of your foot, sort of feeling the earth underneath of your feet and feeling supported, the base of your spine. And rock from the outside of your foot to the inside of your foot. Gives us an opportunity to move the ankles around and feel very nice as well. And then sink your feet into the earth and bring your awareness to the center of each foot. Now, the bottom of each foot, where the ball of the foot meets the arch, is an acupressure point called the bubbling wellspring. The kidney acupressure point, and the season of winter is associated with the kidney. It is the element of water. Allow your shoulders to come up to your ears and roll back. And then let the crown of your head extend upwards towards the heavens. As your eyes soften, maybe they close. Your hands resting wherever they feel comfortable, maybe on your lap. Your jaw relaxing. And start to notice your breath. There's nothing you have to do but observe your breath. And allow it to shift and change however it does. Perhaps it begins to deepen, and to dive downwards towards your abdomen, to expand your side ribs. Just feeling your breath. The season of winter and the water element, the kidneys, our DNA. Water is sort of this force of life that runs through our veins and that touches everything. Water can sink It can flow gently or more forcefully. It truly has a power of transformation. Just look at the Grand Canyon or any kind of, you think of many different rock seams or rock outcrops that have been deformed by the force of water. And so as you breathe, you encourage the flow of your internal water. Relaxing your face and your jaw. Noticing your breath. And allowing it to expand, deepen, to lengthen, to slow, without any sense of force. Find a smile and smile into your being. And smile into the water that runs throughout your body. And now taking your hands, bringing them together, we're going to warm the hands. And we'll find a little bit of acupressure. Our Qigong practice includes breath awareness, visualization, self-massage, deportment, tapping, stretches, and any gentle movements as well. One of my favorites, pretty much my favorite right now, at this point in my life. You have your hands nice and warm, and now you're going to take 2 fingers and rub the area between your first finger and your thumb. Just see if you can relax your shoulders, still pressing through the bottoms of your feet, through the bubbling wellspring points on the bottom of each foot, sort of rooting it into the earth, and also encouraging that length in the spine. And this is something we can find seated. We will come to standing. It's just kind of nice to start this way sometimes too, especially on the shortest day of the year. I'll bring your other set of fingers to that space between the first finger and the thumb. Just palpating, just massaging. There's nothing specific you have to do, nowhere exact that you need to be. Just noticing. You might feel some tender spots. Just massaging, breathing. Envisioning that flow of water through your tissues, helping to kind of wash away tension. Kind of interlace your fingers and just sort of knead your hands together, wring your hands a little. Move your wrists as well. You can get some nice wrist movement here. It can feel very good. Breathing all the while. Now, another component of our Qigong practice is healing sounds. We'll find some of those as well during our practice. We make noise. So just let yourself make whatever noises you feel compelled to make. They could be sighs, yawns, whatever comes out of you is exactly what it needs to be. Rub your hands again. And now we're going to take the outside edge of each hand and hit them together. Relaxing your shoulders, crown of your head extends towards the heavens. Just breathing. You find that smile again, this acupressure point Many of them on the hands, actually, encouraging relaxation through the chest, through the shoulders, the upper back. We have this web of connective tissue, fascia, that winds its way through all parts of our bodies. And especially in our hands, sometimes it can get wound up, get a little tight and constricted. And that affects things in other places, in other areas of the body. Everything is connected. Our fascia itself is very influenced by water, the amount of water that we have in our bodies. And when we're first born, we're just filled with water, right? Babies, they float. They're just very buoyant. And as we get older, we kind of lose some of that water. And so just encouraging the flow of the water we have. That's what it's all about. Functioning as optimally as possible. And I tap at the top of the head, just giving a nice little tap to the top of the head. And breathing, encouraging the relaxation and release of the scalp. We hold a lot of tension in our scalp. You could even run your fingers through your hair. I always like to keep my hair pulled back because otherwise it gets in my face and it would be distracting to me as I lead our class. But you should run your fingers through your hair. Tapping the sides of your head, the back of your head. Should is a silly word. If it feels good, you could do it. Tap the forehead a little. In fact, if you're wearing glasses, as I am, I'm just going to remove them so I can tap all around my face. And you don't have to see what I'm doing necessarily. You can just tap, keeping your eyes soft or closed. Tap the area between your eyebrows. You can tap the outside edge of your eyebrow, your temple. You can tap under your eyes, kind of around your nose. Relax your jaw and tap your jaw as well. Maybe you take a big inhale and you sigh it out. Tap your chin and tap the space between your nose and your upper lip. Not tapping on the teeth, kind of above the teeth. Just wherever your tap dancing fingers want to go, just tap dance away. We'll do that for just a few more moments. Just going wherever you feel compelled to go. And if you're wearing glasses and you have them off to the side, you can place them back on. And we're going to come to stand. Ooh, it feels good to stand up and shake things out. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs, and just make sure that your chair is a place that you won't hit it. I'm gonna make big circles with the arms. So I'm making big circles. And you can kind of sink a little into your hips, into that place, that quad area. So it's where the hip flexors meet your pelvis, your sacrum. It's this pelvic bowl area. And as you sink, you find a fold in the quad. And that encourages the flow of energy. It encourages strengthening of your legs. Let's go the other way with the arm circles. Breathing, feeling maybe a little warmth. And relax your arms, shake out your arms, shake out your legs, and root your feet into the ground. You might rock from the ball of your foot to your heel, maybe even lifting your heel and sinking it back down. Rock from the outside edge of your foot. And then sink through the bubbling wellspring again, that kidney acupressure point. Feeling yourself. Big inhale. Go. bring your hands to your hips and we're going to circles at the waist. It can feel so nice to get that stretch. So you can hold as far forward as you like, but let your circles be nice and slow. That area of the quad, hip flexors, the pelvic region, base of the spine. Of course, the spine, the rest of the spinal column, the low back. Making its way up to our head. We think of even congestion that we might find in our heads or in our noses. It could even be connected to congestion in that pelvic area. Interesting, just how everything is connected. Go the other direction. And as you make these circles, hopefully they feel good. You're finding a nice stretch, but you're also giving a nice massage to your internal organs. And I know there's a recording of this, so depending upon what time of day, it doesn't matter. It's always good to massage your internal organs. But in the morning while we're practicing right now, this is the hour where our digestive fire is said to be at its height. So we're really encouraging that fire, really stoking that digestive fire, so we'll be able to digest really well today, huh? Coming back to center and gonna bounce a little, just bouncing. You can kind of bop around a little bit. You can sink into your feet, kind of sway a little, and your eyes soften. And you can kind of sigh or breathe naturally, envisioning any weight from the crown of your head, sloughing downward, weight from your face, releasing down from your neck, shoulders, your back and your chest. It's all just sloughing off of you. Just releasing it, letting it fall downward. It falls off of your arms, your abdomen, falling down from your sacrum and that whole quad area. Any tension that's being held in your pelvic region, just relaxing and releasing. Hips, legs, and you're so much lighter now. Coming back to center and pause for a moment. Just feel all of that activity through your body, your energy, your chi. It's something that's a very real thing that we can feel. Notice your breath, your respiration. Notice your heart. Notice. Take a big inhale and sigh it out. Just smooth things out. Shift your weight from side to side, lifting one heel and then lifting the other. Maybe your knee lifts up if you like. It's a really great way to work with balance. To reestablish your connection with the earth each time you replant your foot downwards. And coming back to center, a Qigong stance. The feet are about shoulder width distance. So let your hands rest on the dantian, on this area that we've talked about a little bit so far. Resting under your belly button. And envision that deep within you, there's this beautiful ball of light, ball of chi, energy. Visualize this ball of chi. It's being held up by the qua, by this whole pelvic bowl. It makes me think of one of those decorations in a garden where there's kind of these metal legs and it holds this bowl. And within the bowl, you have this beautiful golden sphere of light. The Dantian, the center of gravity, center of energy. With the crown of your head extending towards the heavens and your feet rooting into the earth, you can breathe into the space underneath of your hands and envision an expansion of this sphere of light. Feeling it expand upon your inhale, letting your belly expand like a balloon. And as you exhale, it condenses and encourages the release of tension. As you inhale, it expands and brightens. And as you exhale, it releases more tension, strengthens, and moves through your body, this light expanding with each inhale, encouraging the release of deeply held tension. I'm going to move the hands now, and as you inhale, let your hands expand away from your Dantian, and as you exhale, them draw closer, expanding, brightening, and then strengthening, condensing. As you move, you visualize moving through gentle resistance. We live in a sea of energy, a sea of qi. So visualizing that expansion and maybe even visualizing expanding out into the sea of qi that surrounds you, drawing back inward. The next time you draw inward, turn your palms to face up. And now coming all the way up in front of your face, turn your palms and reach up, parting the clouds. Let your arms extend down to the sides. Coming up and extending out. And even visualize that beautiful, bright energy sort of flowing upwards and radiating out from you. And as you're rooted in the earth from the bottoms of your feet, you're this really fantastic conduit. Part of finding that tall spine and our spinal health is of being a good conduit. And so that energy just shining out from you as you feel safe and rooted, bottoms of your feet, and expanding that beautiful brightness, the world around you. And where there's expansion, there also must be a contraction. Now we're going to turn the hands to face upwards, palms face upwards, and we'll reach up and draw down, bringing down the heavens. So you cultivated that chi within you and expanded it out like a signal, kind of like signaling what beautiful, radiant, healing light you would like to come back inwards. And here it comes, allowing you to draw it in. And as that good conduit that you are, sinking it down into the earth. We're cultivating and moving our chi. And as we do, we it's called tonifying, kind of balancing. If you feel anxious, encouraging that sense of relaxation and kind of quiet awareness. And if you feel lethargic, encouraging a sense of balanced, sort of a balanced, energized way of feeling. Again, quiet awareness. One more time, reaching up and drawing down. And we're going to smooth things out again. It's a lovely way to sort of stretch out your feet a little. You might even move your ankle around and then place it back down, strengthening your sense of balance. Reestablishing your connection with the earth beneath your feet. Coming back to center, you're going to form a ball in front of your belly. Let your shoulders relax and envision again this sort of ball of energy, this ball of light between your hands. You're going to turn at the waist and roll the ball. Back to center and to the other side, just moving nice and slow. Breathing naturally and finding a gentle twist, a gentle circulation of your spine and your digestive organ. This movement is sometimes known as constant bear. Bear being a symbol of earth energy. Earth is our sense of nourishment, nurturing and safety. It's the present moment. Our ability to release worry. And to find a sense of contentment right where we are. And the color is yellow, a golden yellow. And the sun shining on a field of yellow flowers. I think of fields of goldenrod. And coming back to center. An organ system associated with the earth element is the stomach and the spleen. I'm going to take tapping fingers and very gently tap your left quadrant, left upper quadrant of your abdomen where your low ribs are. And you can come kind of to the center line and then continue to make your way towards the left. And I'm not mirroring, just gentle tapping fingers, encouraging the digestion of foodstuffs and thoughts, ideas, information, so that you feel comfortable and content. There's a healing sound associated with the earth element. There are many healing sounds. Today we're going to find the sound of satisfaction. So you can breathe in through your nose and exhaling. And you can continue to do this a few times. And coming back to center, we'll smooth things out. Again, just shifting your weight from side to side and slow. And then reroot your feet into the earth and turn your palms to face up. Turn your right hand to face away and press away from your right side, kind of finding a twist, drawing back in as your left hand presses away, finding this twist. When we feel safe in the earth element, then we're able to quiet our minds in wood. Wood is growth and planning. It's a period of springtime, the place that we're heading towards, especially now. Now here we are at this extreme yin energy, and the cycle begins again, moving towards yang, moving in the direction of energized, kind of feeling very feeling that growth, that planning and organization. And releasing the desire to over rationalize things and the desire to overthink. The color for wood is green. Wood embodies kindness and generosity. The liver and the gallbladder are organs associated with the wood element. And so we're going to now draw in and gently tap with those tapping fingers your upper right quadrant of your abdomen. Now you can go from center line out to the side, kind of tapping on your liver and maybe your gallbladder if you have one. If you don't, you still have an energetic gallbladder. Releasing the desire to overthink and cultivating that sense of kindness and generosity towards yourself. The healing sound for wood is like you're shushing a baby. Finding a nice inhale, and on your exhale, and this time we'll bring down the heavens, turn the palms to face up and reaching up and drawing down. Once more. Drawing down, and then allow your palms to face your chest. relax your elbows and your shoulders. The metal element, bring your palms to face away and extend your arms out. Palms face in, bending your elbows, bringing your arms back in. Notice your breath here, maybe finding an exhale as you extend, and inhale, drawing back in. Metal is our sensitivity to our emotions. The season of autumn, the lungs and the large intestine, organs of elimination, of a cleansing. When we feel safe in earth, we quiet the mind and generate kindness in wood, which allows us to feel and release any deeply held grief and disappointment in metal. The color is a bright white, like the sun shining on freshly fallen snow. The next time your hands come in, we're going to take fingertips and tap under the collarbone. So tapping under your collarbones, feel free to shift around to move if you need to. Reestablishing your feet into the earth. The healing sound is zzz, like a whole bunch of Z's in a line. So taking an inhale and a nice long zzz. We'll smooth things out. Bring your weight from side to side. Again, visualizing, envisioning, moving through gentle resistance. Rerooting your feet into the earth. So we balance these parts of ourselves. Sink both feet into the earth, and I'll bring the hands in front of the heart. We're going to find a very gentle movement of open and close in front of your heart. You can visualize again that ball of light, the sort of ball of healing light that generates from within yourself. Found it at the dantian, and we're finding it here in the center of the chest. Maybe find an inhale as your hands open, and an exhale as they close. The fire element, releasing any weight from your heart, releasing a sense of hastiness, and kind of cultivating compassion for yourself and joy, your sense of purpose and the validity in how you feel, however that is. And we're open and closed. And we'll now tap the sternum, tapping up and down your sternum with tapping fingers. Find the healing sound for the fire element. Ha. Ha. Ah. Hands come down, shake out your hands, shake out your feet. And bring your hands to rest on your dantian once more. Feel the reverberation through your body, finding a sense of safety, quieting your mind, allowing yourself to feel, feeling joyful and valid in your experience. And now washing away anything you no longer need. And we'll bring down the heavens for that one, reaching up and sinking down. We'll find a healing sound for the water element as we move through. And that sound is choo, like CHOOO, like choo train. Sending a deep inhale and exhaling with choo. Choo. Shake out your hands and your feet, and we'll find a seat. Finding that nice tall spine again. Watch your feet sink into the earth. And bring one hand to your belly, the other over your heart. Letting the crown of your head extend towards the heavens as your feet and your tailbones sink into the support beneath you. Feel your breath, your heartbeat. And through our practices, we encourage the release of stagnation through the body, the places where our energy might feel stuck. We encourage the balanced flow of energy through the systems of the body. And then visualize again this beautiful, bright, healing light from within you. As you inhale, it expands, makes its way throughout your body. And as you exhale, it even finds a little bit more strength and encourages the release of deeply held tension. And just breathing and allowing, feeling this bright light permeate each organ, each tissue, and each cell. Now find a smile. Smile into the palms of your hands, into your breath. Smile into that inner light. Smile into the soles of your feet. Offering yourself a sense of kindness. compassion, peace, and love. Take a big inhale and let it go. And we'll find a greeting associated with this practice. The right hand makes a fist, indicating strength. The left hand, fingers together, friendship. The thumbs drawn inward, humility. And together, it's a sign of respect to each other, to all beings. I thank you so much for your practice today. It's just an honor to get to practice with you on such a special day, and I hope that you're able to find some extra rest and yeah, just take good care of yourself as you should. I'll hit my stop recording button.